Today I am showing you how to express regret with 4 different expressions. Hello and welcome to English Speaking 360. First of all, I want to say a big thank you to all of you because my channel has reached 200,000 subscribers. And also this week I have opened EnglishSpeaking360.com. It's my website. Don't forget to visit the website to see my videos, to get more explanations, and also to get many free activities to help you improve even more. Today we're going to study 4 difficult grammar points. I should have, I wish I had, third conditionals, and mixed conditionals. Now, if you want to improve, this video is going to take you from intermediate B1 level all the way to advanced C1 or C2 level. I should have is a B2 expression, so it's an upper intermediate expression. I wish I had also is a B2 expression. Third conditionals are B2 C1. And finally, mixed conditionals are definitely C1. They are fairly high level expressions. Don't miss the special tip because today the tip I'm going to give you is going to help you reach all the way to level C2, very advanced. Let's jump right in. What is regret? Regret is looking back at the past and wishing it had been different. In short, it means wishing to change the past, but unfortunately, changing the past is not possible. So you have some regret. For example, I should have studied more. I regret not studying more in the past. I wish I had asked Melanie on a date, but I didn't ask her on a date, so now I regret. If I had been invited, I would have gone, but I was not invited, so I didn't go. If I had bought Bitcoin, I would be rich. So these 4 sentences here are examples of what we are going to study today. Let's get started. The first way to express regret is I should have plus past participle. The past participle very often is called the PP. I'm not making this up. This is not a joke. It is true. We call it the PP. Eaten is an irregular verb. Eat is irregular. So you know eat, ate, eaten. Eaten is the third one. It is the past participle. So if you want to use it in the sentence, you would say, I should have eaten. Called. The verb call is a regular verb. Call, called, called. The third one is the past participle, so I should have called. Now, here's an example. I'm going to give you a situation. There was only one cookie left, but that's one hell of a cookie, let me tell you. It's huge. I didn't eat it. Oh, that was my mistake. I didn't eat the cookie and there was only one cookie left. An hour later, you feel hungry. So now you're hungry because you didn't eat the cookie. What do you say? Think about it. You would say, I should have eaten it. I should have plus PP, eaten. So it means I regret not eating it. I should have, but I didn't eat it. The negative is also useful. So instead of I should have PP, you can say I shouldn't have plus past participle. Here's a situation. There was only one slice of bread left. Oh my God, that's very bad. It was moldy, but you ate it anyway. That's gross. You're disgusting. Why did you eat that? Anyway, you ate it and that was your mistake. Now you have a stomach ache. So what do you say? So you have a stomach ache, you would say, I shouldn't have eaten it. But if you say it fast, you would say, I shouldn't have eaten it. I shouldn't have eaten it. I shouldn't have eaten it. Or even I should not have eaten it. Let's practice. Now you have 2 choices. I should have or I shouldn't have. Here's your situation. You forgot your partner's birthday. Oh, what a terrible mistake. You didn't buy a birthday gift. That's your second mistake. Ah, 2 strikes against you. Your partner is upset. So, what do you say? Start with your first mistake. You forgot your partner's birthday. I shouldn't have forgotten her birthday. And the second mistake, you didn't buy a birthday gift. I should have bought a birthday gift. I should have bought a gift. I shouldn't have forgotten her birthday. Let's check out another way, the second way to express regret. I wish plus past perfect. So for this one, we use I wish plus the past perfect. To make the past perfect, you need the auxiliary had plus the past participle once again. So, for example, driven. Drive, drove, driven. Driven is irregular, so the third one is driven. I wish I had driven. I wish you had driven. Worked is a regular verb, the verb work. Work, worked, worked, so the third one is your past participle. I wish she had worked. I wish I had worked. Here's an example. Your situation is this. You usually drive to work, but today you decided to take the bus, and that was a mistake because you have been waiting for 35 minutes. What do you say? What do you regret doing, or what do you regret not doing? So you would say, I wish I had driven to work. I wish I'd driven to work. You can shorten it with I'd. I wish I'd driven to work. The negative is also useful. I wish I hadn't plus PP. Had not plus PP is still the past perfect. Here's a situation. You worked on Black Friday. Big mistake. There were so many customers, it was hell. What do you say? Think about it. So there's something you wish you hadn't done. So you would say, I wish I hadn't worked on that day, or I wish I hadn't worked on Black Friday. If you say it faster, it sounds like this. I wish I hadn't worked on that day. I wish I hadn't worked. I wish I hadn't worked on that day. Let's practice. Now you have 2 choices, the positive and the negative one. Situation. Your city organized a fireworks show, a fireworks display. Now you didn't see the show. That was your first mistake. Second mistake, you stayed home. What a loser! Everyone who saw the show said it was great. You made a terrible mistake. What do you say? What do you regret doing? And what do you regret not doing? You would say, I wish I had seen the fireworks show. I wish I'd seen the show. I wish I'd seen the show. I wish I hadn't stayed home. I wish I had not stayed home. I wish I had gone to see the show. We're doing well. Let's keep going. The third way to express regret is with third conditionals. Okay, a third conditional has a very, very special format. It's if plus past perfect, and in the second part of the sentence, you need would have plus PP. Here's an example. If I had seen you, I would have waved. If I had seen you, I would have waved. So here you have the verb see saw, seen. So we take the third one, had plus PP is the past perfect. If I had seen you, I would have waved. The verb is wave, and of course the past participle is waved because it's a regular verb. Now, what does it mean? It means this. I see you, and the result is I wave at you. But I didn't see you. It didn't happen in the past, so I didn't wave at you. Here's an example. You didn't study enough. Ah, terrible mistake. You failed the test. You got F on your test. So now you regret not studying more. What do you say? Think about it. Make your sentence very, very carefully. You would say, if I had studied more, I would have passed the test. If I'd studied more, I would have passed the test. What does it mean? If I had studied more, so more study in the past would have resulted in passing the test. I would have passed the test in the past also. Maybe not A+, but A+ is a possibility. Maybe you would have gotten a B or a B+. The negative is also useful, but watch out here. The negative is very, very complex because you can have two negatives. A negative in the first part of the sentence and a negative in the second part. Here's an example. You argued with your partner and you broke up. Ah, that's not good. So what would you say? Now you regret arguing and the result was breaking up. You would say, if we hadn't argued, we wouldn't have broken up. If we hadn't argued, we wouldn't have broken up. That's the fast way to say it. Now watch out. Like I said, it's a little complex because you can also have a negative in the first part of the sentence, but a positive in the second part of the sentence. Here's a situation. You missed the job interview, so you didn't get the job. So you would say, if I hadn't missed the job interview, I would have gotten the job. If I hadn't missed the job interview, I would have gotten a job. Now there's a third case. In the third case, you can have a positive first part of the sentence and a negative in the second part. Here's your situation. You didn't set your alarm and you missed your flight. So you were going on a trip, but you didn't catch the plane because you didn't set your alarm. Now you regret. And you would say, if I had set my alarm, I wouldn't have missed my flight. If I'd set my alarm, I wouldn't have missed my flight. Let's practice. Here's your situation. We didn't save enough money. Oh, big mistake. So we didn't go on vacation. That is the result. Oh, they don't look happy. Okay, so what would you say? You would say, if we had saved enough money, we would have gone on vacation. If we had saved enough money, we would have gone on vacation. And if you say it even faster, if we'd saved enough money, we would have gone on vacation. If we'd saved enough money, we would have gone on vacation. Here's another practice situation for you. You stayed up late, big mistake, and you were tired for your presentation. That is the result of your past action. So, what do you say? You say, if I hadn't stayed up late, I wouldn't have been tired for my presentation. In this case, you have two negatives because you regret staying up late and you regret being tired as a result. If I hadn't stayed up late, I wouldn't have been tired for my presentation. I wouldn't have been tired. Only one more. The fourth way to express regret is with mixed conditionals. Okay, now this is serious business. If plus past perfect, would plus base verb. Here's the explanation. A third conditional, like we've seen until now, is a past condition with a past result. So if I had won the lottery in the past, I would have bought a house also in the past. So this one should be okay because we studied it just a few minutes ago. But we also have the second conditional. Second conditionals work this way. It's an imaginary situation with a present result. If I won the lottery, I'm imagining winning the lottery, but it's not possible at the moment. I don't even have a ticket, so I cannot win the lottery. It's only in my mind. If I won the lottery, I would be rich. In this case, the result is present. I would be rich now. Now, what is a mixed conditional? Here it is. Mixed conditionals are usually, not always, but in this case, if you want to express regret, we use a past condition with a present result. The past condition comes from the third conditional, okay? And the present result comes from the second conditional. And that's why we call them mixed conditionals. So in the first part of the sentence, we say, if I had won the lottery, from the third conditional, I would be rich now. Present result from the second conditional. But the negative is also useful. Once again, be careful because you can have two negatives. You skipped breakfast, you feel hungry now. So what do you say? If I hadn't skipped breakfast, I wouldn't feel hungry now. So you see the base verb is feel. I wouldn't feel hungry now. If you use the third conditional, you would say, if I hadn't skipped breakfast, I wouldn't have felt hungry in the past. But it's a mixed conditional, so the result is right now. I wouldn't feel hungry now. Here's another case. Negative and positive. You missed the meeting. You don't know about the new project. So what would you say? Of course, you would say, if I hadn't missed the meeting, I would know about the project now. Now is optional. I would know about the project. So if I hadn't missed the meeting, I would know about the project. And the last case is positive, negative. You didn't bring a jacket, you are cold now. So the answer is, if I had brought a jacket, I wouldn't be so cold now. If I'd brought a jacket, I wouldn't be so cold now. Let's practice. It's not easy, but here's your first situation. You didn't leave home early enough. Big mistake. You are stuck in traffic now. Present result. So, what would you say? You ready? You would say, if I had left home earlier, I wouldn't be stuck in traffic now. If I'd left home earlier, I wouldn't be stuck in traffic now. Here's another one. You dropped your phone. Oh, what a mistake. You need a new phone now. Present result. So, what do you say? You say, if I hadn't dropped my phone, I wouldn't need a new one now. If I hadn't dropped my phone, I wouldn't need a new one now. Remember when I said I would help you improve at the beginning of the video? Well, here's one more thing to upgrade your English. I should have and I wish I had are very similar. Third conditionals and mixed conditionals are also very similar, but you can add them together. Any combination is possible. I should have plus a third conditional. I wish I had plus mixed conditionals. So you can mix them up, and that right here is my tip because it's going to take you from C1 all the way to extremely advanced C2 level. Here's an example. I should have past participle plus if past perfect would have PP. So I should have plus a third conditional. Here's a situation for you. You didn't go to your friend's party. Many of your old friends were there at the party. You didn't see them, so you missed them. What do you say? Now think about it. You have to start with I should have. So you would say, I should have gone to the party. And then your if sentence, your third conditional, would be, if I had been there, I would have seen many of my old friends. But altogether, you say, I should have gone to the party. If I'd been there, I would have seen many of my old friends. The combination of these two expressions will bring you to a much higher level of English. You can't become good at this unless you practice. So here's your next task. I wish plus a mixed conditional sentence. Here's your situation. You didn't practice your speech because you didn't have time. You feel stressed now. What do you say? So think about it. Make your combination of two sentences. The first one is, I wish I had had time to practice. I wish I had had time to practice. It's not a mistake because when we speak fast, we say, I wish I'd had time to practice. I wish I'd had time to practice. And the second part is, if I had practiced, I wouldn't feel stressed now. So all together, when you put them together, we say, I wish I'd had time to practice. If I'd practiced, I wouldn't feel stressed now. Are you getting better? One more. I wish plus a third conditional sentence. Situation. You stopped using French. Bonjour. You stopped using the French that you knew. You forgot many words. So what do you say? Think about it. First part. I wish I hadn't stopped using French. Second part. If I had kept using it, I wouldn't have forgotten so many words. Hey, did you notice that in the second part of the sentence, I don't use the same verb? Because if you use the same verb, it's gonna sound a little bit strange. I wish I hadn't stopped using French. If I hadn't stopped using French, if you repeat it, it's strange. So you usually use the opposite. So instead of stop using it, keep using it is the opposite. I wish I hadn't stopped using French. If I'd kept using it, I wouldn't have forgotten so many words. Many people regret investing or not investing. So here's your task. I should have past participle plus a mixed conditional sentence. Situation. You didn't buy Bitcoin 10 years ago. And many people are crypto millionaires now. So cryptocurrency millionaires. But you are not a millionaire. Oh, so sad. What do you say? You would say, I should have bought Bitcoin 10 years ago. If I had bought some, I would be a millionaire. I should have bought Bitcoin 10 years ago. If I had invested in Bitcoin, I would be a millionaire now. Good job, guys. That was a very hard video. It was a tough lesson, so you may watch it many times. And you know what? If you want to practice more, go to my website. There, you're going to find the videos again. You're going to find the explanations, more explanations in writing, and extra activities, and it's 100% free. See you in my next video. Bye-bye.